Hey everybody, it's Tuesday morning and we are starting the soap battle of Calani soaps. Today, starting off is Gentleman. This is also my first review of the soap. The 65 grams there. There's the ingredient list. It's all, the Shave Tank is a huge fan of this soap. The only catch is here's one of the puck size. You can see the puck size. So it's a smaller puck, but obviously, hey, in our world, it's gonna be a while before we go through anything. That's the Ice Angel. The Gentleman I'm using today, it's described as earthy and woody, a masculine scent of sorts. But yeah, it just comes in these little boxes wrapped in like tissue paper type stuff. So you'll need to get your own containers. Or in my case, I've got it soaked in an Old Spice mug. I'll let it dry and then I'll put it back in the box until I get something. The S1 again with the Repair Platinum Luxe. It'll be the third shave on this blade because I did my face with it yesterday. 2 passes on the head, and so I'll bin it after this. My aftershave to go with something that should be woody is Enye. Reserve the right to change this, but this is a scent that is way underrated. Orange and cedar. And then I'll use my Nathan Clark 24mm High Mountain White United States Air Force brush. And let me fill up my bowl, since the brush was soaking in it, since the Calani's in the mug. I didn't press it all the way down, so it's got water underneath it. I wanted to make sure and bloom it. Alright, here we go. I also didn't want it all the way down at the bottom of the mug, so I couldn't. This one's got the ridges in the bottom. Drain some more water out of the mug. As you can hear, it's still pouring out. Definitely a cedary type, woody type scent to me. I'm not picking up very strong earthy tones. This is definitely a lighter fragranced scent. And this is called Gentleman. Made in Germany. I bought this from the Gentleman's Groom Room. You can also buy straight from Calani. I think to get your best bang for your buck, for talking to Kathy from Calani, who Shave Tank told me her English she doesn't think is the best, or isn't all that proficient. So I was very lucky that she kind of got back to me and I was able to understand what she was saying. Her English to me was good enough to get her point across, which is all, to me is fantastic. I don't expect everybody to speak English. But I think she said if you order 8 of her soaps, that's the most she can get into a box. So that's your best shipping value. I got these, like I said, from the Gentleman Groom Room. It's 8.95 pounds. And it's roughly basically $14, like $13.90 some odd cents. So for a puck, so it's obviously price per ounce. We're gonna be a little bit up there for us, especially when you calculate shipping. But we'll see if it's worth it. Everything I've heard from anybody who's ever used it, they say it's fantastic. Very nice woody scent. Comes across very clean. Heard the face feel of this stuff is fantastic. I'm not one that overly worries about face feel, since to me, I think a lot of that is your aftershave. But I do appreciate that there is a difference between soaps and how it's going to treat your skin at the end. You can see this lathered up super easy. Nice load. Bowl is ready with water. Let's rock this out. And as usual, I'll try to remember on the second pass to give a slickness review. I didn't feel like it's cutting. You can hear it, but you can obviously see it's taking hair off. Just doing all the little short strokes there, and it may remind me of the podcast that Con and Douglas do. They're talking about how many strokes. There was some, I forget how many strokes somebody does in an average shave. They didn't know if that was supposed to be a cartridge shave or traditional. I think at some point I'll go back and watch one of my videos and count, but I think that'd be too hard to sit there and go, oh, 1 stroke, 2 stroke, because you might elongate your strokes to shorten it up. Or very nice first pass. Obviously plenty left behind. On to pass 2. Very light scent, very pleasing though. What I like about this battle is I have no preconceived notions on any of these scents. These are all brand new to me. I've heard of the soap line before, but I don't have an emotional attachment to any of these. So unlike a lot of my other soap battles, where I already had a soap or two that I had already kind of prejudged and I had to try to put that aside, I don't have that problem here. So to me it's really interesting because it's all going to be fresh for me each day. Each one's a brand new shave for me, so I'm pretty excited. And I try to do that with the battles, to take preview shaves out of it. Of course, that's hard to do, you know, to guarantee. Yeah. My nose is itchy. The only spot I found myself missing, just a little bit there, look at that, it's so efficient. So gentle though, but I only found a spot I found myself missing yesterday as I was rubbing my face as the day went on. It grew really quick around the corner of my mouth there. So I'm guessing I didn't do as good of a job in that area yesterday. And surprisingly, it was under here a little bit too. Okay, I totally forgot to go through the slickness. I will say this is a very pleasing scent. I said the scent strength is soft. Very woody, you know. I want to say cedar, but I've got some other cedar stuff and it doesn't smell exactly like cedar. But it's got, you can definitely tell there's some wood scents in there. I can't tell if it's 1 or 2 scents. There's other stuff, light stuff working behind, but honestly it's such a gentle soap in scent strength that I'm having a hard time picking out anything beyond that. I can tell there's some little things lurking back there, but I think this is one of those soaps that for you to pick out the scents, you're going to have an extremely good sniffer. I think mine's alright, but I need a more pronounced scent, I think, to pick this one apart. I don't have the, you know, when it comes to softer stuff. Sorry I keep looking down the razor, but I'm looking down for hair coming off. But also just beautiful. Works really, really well. Oh yeah, plenty of good slickness there. As I could tell just from the shave, but I just like to feel right after I go for a pass over just to see how it feels behind. What to me is becoming just all that little area there, so efficient, or so smooth, and gets rid of it real quick. What I'm finding is I'm actually finding my head shaves are becoming a better judge of slickness for me. And I'll explain why here in just a second. My neck here first. Two of these scents were recommended by Thomas, aka the Shave Tank. I think 3 of them, I think. And I picked up Ice Angel and Earl Grey myself. I think he said he's used every one of their soaps almost. Got myself there, it's odd. The reason I find the head shave to be a little bit better is because right now, like as I wet it down, when I go to feel around with the head, because my skin isn't as sensitive, I find myself going back and I can do touch-ups without any soap applied if it's a really good soap for slickness wise. So I find myself willing to do that more without the soap. Try something I haven't done in a while. Get a really close one today. Definitely not an aggressive head at all. Alright, I'm going to clean up and I will be right back for wrap-up time. Alright, I'm back. I did use some alum again as a test. I had a theory, and I don't really use the DEs on my head shaves very much. So I really don't know how it affects the wear of the blade for me. So obviously I had a great shave with the S1 yesterday, had a very nice shave today, but I did notice some feedback on my neck. Obviously I did do a little bit of different stuff here, but I noticed a little more feedback in the neck area. I don't know if that's to do with the blade, the technique change. Obviously the soap was plenty slick enough, plenty protective, feels really nice. So I don't know if the head shave takes more out of it for me, because you are talking a larger surface area. So is it more than one pat or more than one shave equivalent? So I don't know. I'm not going to use DEs a whole lot on my head, but that's just what I'm wondering. I do have the puck out now, sitting on one of my soap little deals, so I'll let that dry out, and that'll go back in the box. Very pleasing scent, since there's no battle to finish up. And yeah, orange and cedar. Highly underrated scent, but very relaxing smell. You know, it's very light. Extremely approachable, I think, to everybody because of the lightness. I don't want to say basic, but the best I can use to think of. It's a very basic scent to my nose, at least because I couldn't pick up much, but still very, very pleasing. It's one of those that's not going to jump out and hit you. I could easily use that at nighttime when I'm getting ready for bed, but because it's not an overall vibrant type scent, so it's very, very pleasing. I don't get the whole masculine, you know, but I do get the woody notes to it. So that's what I've got, everybody, for Calani Gentleman. Tomorrow, bringing out, dropping stuff, Ice Angel, which is cedar and menthol. So something, drop the Oriental Plum. Something that we don't see a lot of, woody menthols in the States. So God bless everyone, and we'll catch you tomorrow.